Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to day 17 of our 21-day soul cleansing journey. We are almost here, wrapping up the final days of our soul cleansing journey and also wrapping up the final days of the year of 2026 and wrapping up the final days of Kwanzaa, Habaragani, Ujima, collective work and responsibility. So, today in Kwanzaa, we are also taking on, as we are taking on collective work and responsibility in Kwanzaa, today we are taking on the collective work and responsibility of something called a goal card. And we can take on collective work and responsibility using something like this goal card that I've been using for 9+ years. This goal card is again another nugget of wisdom that I did not coin myself. I am borrowing with love, and it is from a former coach from a company that I worked with. And Jerry Rosenthal is the shout outs of the creator of this goal card. So, giving credit where credit's due, goal card was something that basically was like a positive affirmation, kind of like a self prayer that helped me and has still helped me through times when I need to remind myself of why I'm here. Because when you're on this mission work, when you are, you know, got these unique gifts and you feel like you're a alien sometimes, and you're trying to figure out a whole new way of living, thinking, processing, feeling, loving in a way that you haven't ever seen before, it can feel extremely confusing and scary. And so, this goal card is a way to, again, get me back on track of reminding self affirmation of why I'm here. So the way I say it and the way that Jerry introduced it to us was kind of like a blank card that had fill in the blanks. And so the way that I said it went like this: I'm so happy and grateful. And that's what you can fill in yourself. But I'm not going to tell you what you can. I'm so blank, 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 right? And the constant abundance of blank. I'm attracting the right blank, blank, and blank that will enable me to blank. So that's basically how the goal card went. So what I filled in, I said, I'm so happy and grateful for spiritual maturity, unwavering faith, unstoppable strength, and the constant abundance. And sometimes it's whatever comes up that I'm feeling that I am needing a reminder of: the constant abundance of conscious love, the constant abundance of divine, omnipresent, gracious, omnipresent divine, the constant abundance of pleasure, of beauty, of blessings, of grace, of mercy, of forgiveness. I am attracting the right people, the right energy, and the right resources that will enable me to, and that is the goal. Remember the 3353 rule yesterday. One of the goals, or all three goals that you would fill in that blank, that will enable me to live fully, freely, and deeply in conscious love. That will enable me, right? I'm attracting the right people, the right energy, and the right resources that will enable me to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love. Right? So, what is your goal? You can make that your 2026 goal. You can say that the challenge that Jerry had us do at the time that he presented it to the team was doing it like 5 times in a row. 5 times, like saying those words, that goal card, 5 times in a row out loud, saying it 5 times a day for 5 days in a row, and to see how we notice a difference in our vibration, essentially, in our energy. And I started doing that. Let's see, I remember going to that conference. I was pregnant with my son Indigo, so that was 9 years ago. Yeah. And so as all this is cooking with the 21 day soul cleansing, 9 years ago when all that began, this was happening at that time, and that was what had kind of shaped the melting pot of the creation of the soul cleansing journey, because the soul cleansing journey is about communication, co-creation. The goal card is about communicating what it is that you are co-creating. Thank you. It is about creating from nothing, from scratch. What it is that you're grateful for, what it is that you're attracting in, what it is that you are reminding yourself that you are, capable of and are receiving an overflow and abundance of, with the Ace of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Because the goal card is about the Wheel of Fortune. I love that the Wheel of Fortune continues to stay out a lot. And 7:07 on the clock I just saw with the Eight of Pentacles. Because the Wheel of Fortune, this is that bliss work we were talking about last week. The Eight of Pentacles, the work you are putting in. This work that we've been doing during this soul cleansing journey. This work with even just the goal card of giving yourself some positive affirmations to replace. Remember, this week is about taking transformative action, replacing those fears from week 1, transmuting like we've been doing in week 2, and then taking those transformative actions in this third and final week into this final year. This is what is turning in our fortune, in our favor. All that you have been planting, all that you have been working, it's paying off with an excess and overflow of this Ace of Cups, because it is your right, your birthright. It is written in the stars for you to take your life and enjoy it. Not to work to the bone on a hamster wheel for the rest of your life, but to take your life and enjoy it, to be yourself. That is what is your divine purpose and your bliss work. The work to do is to align with yourself, your true, authentic, silly, goofy, weird, freaky, self. Unapologetically and unafraid to take your life and enjoy it. It's a risk to take, but it's also your birthright to be happy, to love, and to share your love, to be yourself, to balance all that is inside of you, to explore the depths, the shadows of who you are, so you can balance those shadows and those light aspects of you. Okay? Because you are so divinely orchestrated, so divinely created. The stars, the planets, all that star stuff is you. And that balance of that feminine and masculine energy, that union of the merging between the two forces of the yin and the yang. the heaven and earth, heaven and hell, so to speak. But heaven and earth is what I'm hearing more so. But heaven and hell too, to merge the shadow and the light within you, to merge that heaven and hell within us that we feel, right? The depths, the darkness, the deep shadows, the pain that we've been through this year, this lifetime. That's why we're on this soul cleansing journey, to explore internally so that we can balance these forces within us and be all that we are divinely intended to be. Because that's really all that it is. That's what the intention of the soul cleansing journey is to release the blockages. That's actually really all that it is that is keeping us from remembering our true self, is what is blocking us. That's the work. That's the work. It's not about fixing ourselves necessarily. I know as healers, we try to be like, I gotta heal you. We gotta heal ourselves. We gotta heal. But really, the work to heal is removing those fears, releasing those false expectations about ourselves, those false egos about ourselves, those false emotions, those false energies appearing real. That's what we have to do. That's the work, is to release and remove those blockages and to reclaim, restore, rebalance our forces, our unique gifts, and the gifts of that have been, our unique gifts that have been pouring into us, that are pouring into us from divine, from source. That's all it is. That's all the work is. That's all this soul cleansing journey's intention is. And that's all you have to do to take your life and enjoy it. Remove those blockages to tap into your bliss. All right? Your birthright. All right? So I hope this helps. This is a beautiful message in a way that it all came together. I hope that the goal card affirmation practice helps, if that's something that you want to do, to try with making, taking transformative action this week. And let me know if you would like, of how it works for you, if it is something that you'd like to try. And until tomorrow, you take care of yourself, beloveds. And if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't, you take care. And I love you. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.